So the question is, how do men expect women to treat them? Let us take time and look at a few men who answered this question.
Me to shut down.
Created to be the head.
What do men expect?
They are women.
One of the things on
As men, one of the...
Hi viewers, it's Martin here. We expect women to treat us with respect, because respect is very important to a man, or to every man, especially to married men. If you have a woman that does not respect you, you will definitely not have that God built in you. And we expect women also to listen to us whenever we speak, because it's very important for them to listen to us, and also when we make decisions, it's very important for them to partake in our decision, or to be part of what we are suggesting. It's very important also for women to truly to be there for us and to listen to us whenever we are in a problem or we have a situation that's bigger than ourselves. It's very important also for women not to use what we tell them when we are in argument, because when I open up to my wife, tell her my vulnerability, share my shortcomings with her, and then she used that during the argument, that leads to me to shut down. So it's very important for her not to use that to fight. And also it's very important for women not to look down on their husband, regardless whether the husband is having high income or low income. So it's very important for women to also encourage their husband. We expect our wives to, or women in general, to respect us. We expect them to encourage us. We expect them to be there for us, to support our goals.
Hi, viewers. My name is Samuel. So I just want to speak on the subject of how women should treat, a man. So I think if we look at it from the perspective of God creation, a man, was created to be the head. And then the number one thing, even what God's command, that women should be doing, is that they must honor and respect the husband. So I mean, if a woman honors and respects the husband, everything else will naturally flow from that. So it shouldn't be a situation of there's a lot of expectation in terms of what type of activities a woman should be doing, or to please their husband or anything like that. But because everything else that follows, after, if there's no respect, then everything else that is done after that, normally it will have no value. It will not have an impact, on the husband. So that's why, if you want to have a successful marriage, as a wife, your primary duty is really to respect and honor your husband. And then in the end, you are going basically to see, that you'll be able to get anything as a wife, that you desire basically your husband to be doing. Maybe just to give an example, because most of the time what we're trying to do, especially as wives, we're trying to raise our voice, quarrel against the husband, because you are frustrated, you think you're not getting what you want. But what we are missing is that, because you're not respecting him, the man basically tends to go back. So that's why I think it's very important, for women to understand this one aspect, that if you praise a man, you encourage him in every single effort, whether it's provision, whether it's the protection that he's giving, whether it's him leading the house, and giving direction to the family. If you just, give him a little bit of praise, what you're going to be seeing is that, the man is going to go the extra mile, as he's trying basically to show you now that, okay, well, I can actually do much more, I can do better. But if you try to beat him down, especially in front of other people, and you're not showing him respect, and then everything that comes out from your mouth is negative, you're definitely not going to reap what you sow. And then, if you sow disrespect, then you're basically going to reap basically, that, because that's the law of nature and that's how it works.
Okay, so what do men expect? Men expect respect, because in most cases, women respect what a man can do for them, not the man. Number two, as it was previously stated in a previous video, women are emotional beings, men are logical beings. So we expect clear communication, so we know how to approach the situation. Now, if you're being emotional and not using a bit of logic, then we'll never come to an understanding. And then thirdly, I think, is understanding, because women want to be heard, men want to be understood. Societal norms have made it so that men aren't able to fully express how they're feeling. So you expect your woman to know like how you are.
Okay, what do men expect from their women?
For me, I feel like women need to mean what they say, because there are times that they expect men to know, and then they start behaving in a way that they feel like maybe you are not understanding them, but that is because they don't really say what they mean. So there's sometimes you like you ask them and say that are you fine, and they say yes, but well, they really don't mean it. And maybe secondly for me is sincerity. I feel like I don't really care much about perfectness. I care about more sincere people. We are all not perfect, but in our imperfection we can be sincere with one another, be vulnerable to one another. In that way we can get help, or even our communications can be much deeper, on a deeper level, than us trying to be people that we are not.
First of all, we're different from an individual to an individual because we were all brought up in different environments, different settings. But as we all know, men are very, very simple beings, and one of the things on the list, one of the things we expect from a woman is respect. Respect in the sense of how you talk to him in private and in public. Submission will also fall under respect. The other one would be affection. Men love being shown affection, both emotionally and physically. The other one would be support, moral support. What else is there? Peace. Peace. Yes, you need to be your man's peace. Trust me, a man has a lot of problems in his head. He's trying to get solutions for. He's always trying to figure out where he will get the next $20. So he doesn't want to come home and also have to deal with, whatever issues. So try to be his peace, and obviously, but the man should also make the environment conducive enough for the woman to give him all these things that he's expecting from her.
Okay, so a lot of us men, one of the things that we really require is we want to be respected. Yeah. With respect, you can never go wrong in a relationship if you respect your men. But a lot of things that we are struggling with is because we're not giving the love that women desires. We're also not getting the respect. So we are each waiting for someone to bring their part first. So if someone can just come out first, give what the person requires, everyone will receive what they want. If men can give the love, women will give back the respect. I think that's just how it needs to go for us to all get what we want. But respect is the way to go.